What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Saturday Night Fever. We are going to be sweating some bets, looking at some straight bets, building out a parlay or two, talking football, looking at anytime touchdowns. You know what? Who knows what could happen, all right? Anything is possible on the Saturday night show. First off, appreciate you guys checking out the video. Let me know in the comments what you got, what you want to talk about. Look at these. Look at this. Wait, hold on. My man Graphic 13 threw up the mahalo, all the above, all the things. I saw you in there, have been following. Hey, appreciate you, Diamond. Appreciate you stopping in. Let's talk football, all right, shall we? We've got a London game Thursday morning. Brian Thomas Jr. is interesting to me in this game. Now, let's see here. What do we got? Oh, and I've got a Chicago play too. So let's build out a little quick SGP here. Brian Thomas Jr. touchdown always in play, but I actually might prefer Tank Bigsby this week. Tank Bigsby has gone nuclear the last 2 weeks. Let's see here. What do I got for Tank? Didn't I have a Tank play? I know I made a Tank video. Tank Bigsby, over 37.5 rushing yards. Let's see what we got here. What is his rushing prop set at now? 39.5. All right, a slight little bump, probably not a big deal. But if you want to do something like Tank Bigsby 40 plus, just take the 39, I guess. It's not going to matter one way or the other. And build out a little Tank Bigsby parlay. Let me pull up Tank here on the side. I was looking at J.K. Dobbins a minute ago, and I'm interested because Gus got put on IR, but they bumped up his lines so much that I don't think JK is really a smash play, and the matchup against Denver is not great either. So that's what I was looking at before because I really wanted to be all over JK this week. And I think, he's probably still fine for a touchdown, but it's probably going to be a low scoring game. So points are going to be hard to come by, in my opinion. So Tank Bigsby, last 2 games, 90 and 101 rushing yards. He's had 7 and 13 rushing attempts. 7 the week before is pretty impressive. 13 against Indy makes sense. The Colts defense, especially rushing defense, has been really bad this year. Actually, honestly, defense in general for them has just stunk. But we've got an opportunity here for Tank. Now, the question is do they ride the hot hand, or does ETN get first dibs, get still the majority of the workload? I'm encouraged by 13 rushing attempts last week. He had a 40% snap rate, did Tank, compared to just 38 by ETN. ETN was averaging about 62 to 64% snap rate over the last 10 games at least. So basically, I would say that that's probably been his average, and it's been trending down these last 3 weeks. He went to 69, then to 52, then 38. If we see that continue, if we think it's possible that continues, Tank is a smash. Now, I'll be fully honest with you guys. The VIP members got this earlier in the week when it was 37.5 rushing yards at a minus 120 on BetMGM Grand. Again, 2 yards, not a huge difference, but it's bumped. But I think this is still fine. I'm just going to be honest and come out and say, I think 39.5 is fine. For his touchdown bet, I'd rather sprinkle on it because you've got Ingram another week back, right? Ingram's not ruled out. I imagine he's back. He was back last week, but he's working himself back into the lineup. Progressing for the Jaguars. Anticipate him to play for the Bears. Okay, he's going to play against the Bears. So let's assume he plays a little bit. There's a red zone threat. ETN is still in the mix. Brian Thomas Jr. is emerging as a great red zone threat. So I just think that there's a good opportunity. I think there's a good likelihood that the ball is spread around, especially in the red zone. So I don't love the touchdown. However, if we're building a parlay, it's a perfect opportunity for it. This is a nice little correlated slip that you can run out. What is his rushing attempts? ETN's rushing attempts are set at 9.5. He was over that in 80% of his last 10 games. However, his last game, he only had 6. Now, I imagine he gets back up to 8 to 10 this week, but that means there's some room for Tank to get at least 10 to 12, which his line is 8.5, which I don't even mind his 8.5. It's 9.5 on BetMGM, but 8.5 on the other books. I think that's an interesting play too. You could do a highly correlated slip here with Tank. If you wanted to just take his touchdown and his rushing yards, I have no problem with that. Let's take the touchdown off. And let's look on the other side of the ball and look at the tight end position here. I don't know why DK puts the alt lines at the top. Don't get me wrong. I'm always down to alt line a play, but I want to look at Cole Kmet's. I just want to look at his straight receiving yardage prop. Can I not do that? Here's his alts, right? But where is his receiving yards? Okay, down here. Holy smokes. 32.5. This was 29.5 earlier. Everything's trending in the right direction for the bets that we've been placing. Everything is trending in the right direction here for those bets. Cole Kmet, 32.5. Let's see, what was it earlier this week? 29.5 on DK. Yeah, so it's moved 3 just on this platform alone. Cole Kmet has been over this line in his last 3 games as he continues to develop the rapport with Caleb Williams. The Jags run man 46% of the game, which Cole Kmet sees a 36% coverage grade boost versus the Jaguars linebackers this week, basically just meaning that the Jaguars linebackers have been taken advantage of in coverage this year, and Cole Kmet has been able to find success against man. Put those two together, that means Cole Kmet should have an advantage over the guys that are going to have to try to cover him this week. That is why I liked Cole Kmet's line over 29.5 receiving yards. Let me take a look if this 3-yard bump makes a big difference, in my opinion. Usually it doesn't in the NFL. Not really. He's had 97 the last 3 weeks, 97, 34, and 57. So it's not a huge thing. It's not like NBA, you'll get a line and this guy sits right at 22 and the line will be 22.5. So that moving 1 point really makes a big difference. NFL receiving yards, it's not a huge difference. So I think this is a nice little play for a plus 230 here. You could do that, or you could do 25 plus for Cole Kmet. Tank Bigsby, what can we do for his rushing yards here? If you want to do a little alt prop, I love a little alt prop. 40, and then we'd probably have to throw in. I mean, that's not bad though. Guys, shop around. If you can get this little alt play right here, Cole Kmet 25 plus and Tank Bigsby 25 plus rushing yards, I think that's really good. Now, I wish we were getting better value on DK here. It's a minus 140, but if you can get that down to like a minus 125 or a minus 130, I think that is phenomenal there. I think that's a great value. I don't love it at the minus 140. But if you wanted to throw it in and go with the touchdown scorer, absolutely could throw him in there. Now you're talking. Now we're up to a plus 300. Use your boost. You're at a plus 400. Make the money. All right, that's it for the London game. You guys are going to have to let me know. I'm not going to enter some of these right now on stream, but I'll have to go back and try to do them after. But if they cash, please feel free to reach out to me on X. All right. Houston and the Patriots. For this Houston game, I'm interested in Stephon Diggs. I think without Nico Collins, he has shown this year, man, as Tank Dell has just not looked good yet this season. Not saying the Tank Dell breakout game isn't coming, but he has just not looked good, man. Like Tank just hasn't looked himself as he's worked his way back. He's not getting as many targets and looks. It just doesn't look great. But if this is going to be, if there's a week for it to happen, or if this breakout's coming, it's coming sooner than later because no Nico now. No Nico. I think I saw Michael Pittman was back at practice. I don't think Nico was back at practice. I think Nico's definitely out. So I'm interested in Diggs' yardage and his receptions prop, kind of like what we did there with Tank Bigsby. You could go 5.5. And can we also throw his receiving yardage on there? Or are they not going to let us do that? I don't remember. No. Okay. But I think on some platforms, you guys can do that. Sometimes you'll get taxed, so just keep an eye out. His line set at 63.5, 60.5 on BetMGM and Fanatics. I like, doing like a 50.5 here with the receptions or something like that. You could easily do those two things. I think you could also look to a touchdown for him, although that's not where I'm going to go, but I don't hate the logic behind it. Also, you have Joe Mixon back this week. So let's not forget, I think the play for me is the receptions. He's gotten 12, 9, and 8 targets the last 3 weeks. He had 6 the first 2 weeks with this team. So his targets have come up. Nico's out. I like that play in this game. And I don't really have anything on the Patriots side of the ball, but I also don't mind a Joe Mixon anytime touchdown scorer this week. I don't mind that at all. I think that's interesting this week. Yeah, so this is kind of where I think my head is at for this game. Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, move on. Otherwise, I don't have too much interest in this game. What we did see last week, though, is we saw that the Patriots without Nico Collins are definitely not the same offense. I wish I could say I had confidence in them, the Patriots covering the spread, but I do not. But they were not the same offense without Nico. Commanders and Ravens started out at 6.5-point spread. It is now a 7-point game. Ravens, it's obviously Henry, it's obviously Lamar. I think for touchdowns, you could look at both of them. I also like Austin Eckler. I think this is a fine little. I mean, you could go with the more obvious selection, which is Henry and Eckler, but let me see here. I forgot I got to turn this on every time. Do touchdown scores. Give me Eckler and Henry. It's not bad. A plus 204. That is not bad at all. I'm a big Terry McLaurin fan this week, though. Maybe not for the touchdown so much, but definitely for what his props were at. The Ravens' pass defense has just been really bad this week, or this season. Really bad, which is surprising for a team that usually has a great defense. Let's look up receiving yards. McLaurin. Yeah, Terry McLaurin had 112 yards last week against a tough defense, had 52 against Arizona and 100 the week before that against a soft matchup in the Cincinnati Bengals. His receiving yardage prop is, if you can still find it, at 59.5. Take a look at Underdog here. Wow. That is great odds right there. That's a great play. You guys could do Henry. What do I have in this here? I've got Henry, McLaurin, and Saquon. Man, that's a nice little 3-person parlay. Let's throw $20 on that. I like it. There you go. I think that's an easy little interesting play there. I'm going to do my best to make you guys money, all right? There's no promises here, but you see me placing my own money on it. I obviously think it's going to happen. So I like that play. Terry McLaurin obviously starting to mesh with Jaden Daniels. Averaged 8 targets per game over the last 4 games. Ravens have allowed the 3rd most receiving yards in the NFL this season. 3rd most for the Ravens defense. That's like unheard of. Wild times we're living in. Baltimore also has allowed the 3rd highest yards per target at 9.4 yards per target. If that doesn't scream Scary Terry sprinting down the field, scoring touchdowns, catching long passes, I don't know what does. 9.4 yards per target, 3rd highest in the league. Yeah, you could say I'm a fan of Terry to go over his props this week. Absolutely. Guys, do me a favor. Drop some comments in here. I'd love to chat. I want to look at what Eckler is. Let's look at him over on Underdog here. What's his receiving yardage prop at? 20.5? That's not bad. It was 18.5, or it might be 18.5 still. That's a nice little play right there. We could do, let's see if we could build out a couple of 2-man ones. Which one do I like the best here? Maybe some interest in Jaden Reed. 69.5 rushing and receiving yards, 60.5 just for receiving yards. That's not bad. That should be a high scoring game there. That's a nice little 2-man you could build out. Basically comes out to the equivalent of a plus 200. Let's take a look over here. Eckler, 20.5 receiving yards. Let's see what the odds are over here. If I just got the shaft over there. Let's see if I got screwed. Let's check. The Washington is there they are. Okay. Yeah, I like Eckler a lot in this week to exceed his line. You could just do 25 plus even. It's not bad. But let's look at his line. Let's compare apples to apples. Receptions. I like his receptions. I like the fact that his receptions are 3.5 Where Eckler's receptions. Why do I not have either 2.5 on some books, super juice to the over, or 3.5. So let's see what happens when Eckler gets three receptions. Historically, when he gets, oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. Historically, when Eckler gets 3 receptions and only 3, basically like in Severus Snape's voice, man, 9 out of 10 last games he's hit. 2 of those games are this season with 52 and 47 receiving yards. My goodness, guys, this line is just too low. Okay? This line is just too low. I'm looking I'm looking into the camera when I say this. This Austin Eckler receiving line is just too low. Okay? I don't know how much clearer I can be, but I'm here for you guys. Wait, if I zoom in that much, it drops? Look at that. That's nice and formatted for this video. Even better. Oh my goodness. I like it. I like that his receptions prop is juiced to the over. That makes me like the receiving yards even more. All right. So if we take him for his receiving yards, and I was supposed to look up what happens if we SGP this baby with Terry McLaurin to exceed his line. It's a little slow for me to find these guys. Nope, not his. Sure. Come on, bro. Really? You're really going to make me do this? Lower? Guys, I'm sorry. It's clunky like that sometimes. Did I pass him receiving yards for Austin Eckler? Eckler. What kind of order are these in? What kind of order? Do I keep missing him or something? Where is Eckler? There he is. Right at the top. What are we going to get? Oh, plus 252. So I only got plus 200 odds. So better odds on DK, guys. Obviously, shop around. That's important. But that's a nice little play there. I like that. All right, let's see what's the next game on here. AJ Brown back this week. Big news. This game has some good potential to be a fun one. I mean, I think I have some interest in Chris Godwin here. Probably Chris Godwin and his receptions, I'm thinking. Evans always, I went over Evans' game logs the other day against the Saints, and it's ridiculous. But Evans always struggles against the Saints, like always. I think he has one game with 100+ yards receiving, which for a guy who's gotten 1,000+ yards in what, 7-8 seasons is kind of crazy. Godwin's receptions are 5.5 with lean to the over, a bit juicy to the over, but not on Fanatics. What about his receiving yardage prop? 62.5. I think the receptions are where it's at. Let's see here. It's got to update that here in my notes that I think the receptions are over 5.5 receptions on Fanatics. At a minus 120 on Fanatics. Nice. Yeah, Chris Godwin's in a good spot, but I don't have any news or notes for them, but let's see. What have the New Orleans defense done? Just giving up the 26th most passing yards in the league, 27th most passing attempts in the league, but only 0.2 passing touchdowns. First in the season. So giving up the fewest passing touchdowns. How about rushing touchdowns? 1.0 per game. So that's 19th in the league. Maybe Bucky Irving. Maybe it's a Bucky Irving touchdown day, huh? What if we did something with a Bucky Irving anytime touchdown? You know what? Maybe that's what I should do. I should build out the touchdown parlay prop here. Let's build out the touchdown parlay after this. Godwin minus 130. That's not bad. Oh, yeah. I didn't do the right thing, but you get it. You get the idea. Something like that is a nice SGP for this game. Maybe run it back with a Kamari touchdown. All right, let's leave that one in here. Gotta find Detroit. My favorite touchdown prop of the week. David Montgomery. Man, I kind of want to go CD, run it in this game. Are you kidding me? I can't. Oh, because I got to do it that way. This is so irritating. It makes for bad content is what it does. Touchdown score, David Montgomery. Man, do we just go all three? Actually, maybe I should roll that out as a separate SGP. Just the three of them. I mean, that ain't bad right there. You know what? I'm going to pull this off the side and run this out as it's only a plus 475 though. That's kind of disappointing. However, if you know, I mean, you kind of know where the bet or where the you kind of know where the production's coming from in this game. Let me pull up here. All right, and then all right, and let's do the touchdown one. I like Montgomery, so I'm going to keep Montgomery in there. Nope, not first. Anytime touchdown. And let's go back here. How do I get back out quickly to NFL? Let's pick the touchdown scores. Here we go. Give me the shortcut. I don't mind mixing for a touchdown, but with that points total, let's stay away from that and let's just keep it with Henry. And I like Eckler for a touchdown in this game. Right? Brian Robinson Jr. is definitely out, correct? Yes, out versus the Ravens. Okay, so it's Eckler the whole game. So, yep, we're going to keep that in there. How did I find myself here? All right, now we're going to go. I mean, I think I definitely want to go Saquon. Can I play these together? Are you kidding me? Why not? How am I supposed to do this? I'm literally using the touchdown selector that they chose. Okay. I'm going to try this one more time before I switch platforms. Let's build out the touchdown sweat of the week because everybody loves a good touchdown. Man, I really want to throw Joe Mixon in there, but I don't think I should. Oh, right. That's why. Okay, got it. We'll go Derrick Henry and Eckler from this game. Okay, great. Great. I can't tell you how excited I am that worked this time. Saquon Barkley, touchdown. Great. We got to go with maybe a Chuba touchdown. Chuba touchdown, or do we like... So Bijan's playing? Oh, man, I wish Bijan was out. I was going to hammer Tyler Algier. Touchdown score, Bucky Irving. Woo, plus 2,000. I like it. I like what I'm seeing. And then we got to add Gibbs. Or, I'm sorry, Montgomery. Plus 3,300. All right, anybody else? Do we dare throw in a Chase? A Chase or a Josh Jacobs, maybe? Let me look at my notes to make sure I'm not missing anybody. I don't mind the take touchdown. Olave, oof. Oh, Diamond, I got you. Hold on one second. I'm not throwing an Olave touchdown on there after what I saw last week, and now you've got Spencer Rattler coming in. I was all over Olave, and my goodness, it's just too fresh for me. All right, Bookie, it's just pain. I'm feeling a little pain right now, I'll be honest, and say it's just too fresh for me right now. Man, I don't like that we need a little bit better odds on one of these. We need to pick somebody a little out of the box, not out of the box. Maybe that's not the right word, but just not like a Chase. Oh, man, we're not even getting that great of odds. Or T. Higgins or somebody. Let me stay away from that. Who would be that person? Not a Kamara because they're probably minus odds. Maybe Jacobs is that guy. Minus 110. That's not what I wanted. Christian Watson's back already? Oh, I did not know that. I thought he was out a couple of weeks with what did he have? I don't know, guys. I'm willing to listen. Mark Andrews. Woo! Bookie, you are braver than I am, my friend. Honestly, you know who it could be? JK or Javonte Williams. No, I shouldn't really attack this game too much. Wow. I mean, that takes us that we're taking off now. You throw J.K. Dobbins in there, we're taking off. I think we throw J.K. Dobbins in there. I think he's the missing piece of the puzzle. A lot of running backs. All running backs. The running back touchdown sweat of the week. Is it the week for running backs? All right. Let me see if I have a boost. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to run all running backs and then Mooney. I love it. All right, Bookie. We're making one. Hold on. We're going to make one with some of your very brave suggestions. We're going to throw one together and it's going to be, it could be running backs, but it could even be no running backs. Hold on. Let me just get all my boosts here real quick because I need all the boosts. Promos. Give me all the promos. I need all the rewards right now. What do we got here? What are you giving me? DraftKings, what are you giving me? Touchdown parlay bet, opt in, 100% boost. Yep. Holy smokes. We're going to boost it. $20 wager max. We're not going to put $20 on this. Okay. It's in. It is in, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. I'm signing out of here. I'm back up. Whoops. All right. Let's put one more together. So we've got the one. I mean, I actually like that one, though. It's not just, it just so happened to be running backs. But I actually like that. Do we want to keep any running backs in here? I wouldn't mind keeping like those three guys and maybe Derrick Henry or somebody in there, but we don't have to. We should take some of these guys out. Let's take out Saquon. Let's take out Bucky. Let's just keep maybe those two guys in there, Chuba and Dave Montgomery. And all right, Jaden and Daniels. All right, now we're talking. Eckler, I like that too. Let's do that. I don't mean to listen. I don't want to kill your vibe. Oh, all right. So do we like Eckler or Daniels? I don't know if we want to go both. It's going to be running the RPO with Eckler. Eckler gives us the receiving touchdown potential too. I think if we had to pick one as more likely to score, and since they're close, very close odds, I think I'd lean Eckler, but I could be talked into either one. Bucky rushing attempts, Diamond. Let me take a look here because you asked that question. And I don't want to forget about it. Bucky's rushing attempts are 14.5. That is a lot. Rachaad White this season was at 15, 10, 6, 10, and 10. So they were running about 22 times per game, give or take, to the running back position. I don't know who their third string guy is. Why do we still have props on Rachaad White? He's definitely out, right? Because if he's not out, I'm taking Bucky Irving out of my parlay. Will he play in week 6? Doubtful. Nah, he's probably not going to play then. But now it says game time. Oh, no, it said a game time decision a day ago. Oof. Well, you know what? Let's take him out because I don't want this parlay. Oh, we already took him out. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't want that parlay to die because he plays. It's okay, but like there's just a will they, won't they kind of thing. There's a little bit of unknown there. So I don't think Diamond, to answer your question, my friend, I don't think that I would go there. I think that the touchdown, especially if you're doing like a half unit using it in a parlay, is interesting. And Bucky Irving, his yardage prop is 62.5. For what it's worth, I like his rushing attempts better than I like his rushing yardage prop. So if you're going to go in direction, go the rushing attempts in. I have Spencer Ratter, 40 rushing yards, along with 25 rushing yards. Mayfield, 40 for Daniels, 40 for Herbert, 25 for Nix. I love it. No love for Lamar? You don't want to throw Lamar in there? All right, so we got 3 guys for a touchdown. Let's do 1 to 2 more. I don't mind mixing this week as far as like not the top guys. I already talked about I don't mind Josh Jacobs. I don't have anybody for this game really. I don't know. Anthony Richardson's going to play it, so maybe a Richardson touchdown, but like does he really run one in after he took a shot last week? Probably not, but he's a maniac, so maybe. But I'm not going to, I don't think it's worth betting there. I'm sure somebody's going to score in the Raiders game, but I'm just not interested. J.K. Dobbins is a guy I would still go back to there. We already got someone here. You could roll out the Gibbs and Montgomery stack here. And if we're going to, all right, so one guy I do like, though, is either Chase or T. Higgins. I don't know about the both of them, but I think that given the odds not being that different, I mean, he's been looking for Chase so much. So give me Chase there. This is a nice little 3-man for a plus 769. I don't hate that at all, guys. Do we think we need to mash somebody else in there like a Derrick Henry or a Saquon Barkley? Home favorites. I mean, you really can't go wrong for a Saquon Barkley touchdown. Plus 1252. Got you, Diamond. I'm sorry, man. It took a little bit for me to get to it. I think it's sharp. I think if you could tell me right now that Rachaad White was not playing, then I would like the over for sure. So, pay attention to it. And if you do, Diamond, shoot me a message. Let me know if let me know if you see something, man. I'd love to tail that one with you and hop on that and root for it with you. Because if he doesn't play, yeah, I think Irving's a great play. But just this, one article a day ago said he's doubtful or whatever, and then the other one said game time decision, within 12 hours. So it's like, what the heck's going on here? Let's see. Neighbors is out. That's a bummer. Oh, you know who we're missing? We could go CeeDee Lamb. We could throw the CD TD in there, actually, which I think is actually a great play. Let's throw CeeDee Lamb in there. And I don't mind Montgomery, but my goodness, now we're really getting something cooking here. A plus 2379. Let's leave it there. Okay? Sometimes it's good to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, get up from the table, do one of these, nothing up my sleeves. Let's just leave it right there. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is H to the OV. I'm going to throw this in there right now. And that is going to be, I will screenshot both of those and post them. And those are going, oh, another bonus. Touchdown score stepped up. Let's do it. Let's boost it. All right, let's boost it. You know what? Since we're getting a boost, I like this one. Let's throw $10 on it. Oops. What did I do here? Oh. There we go. All right, we're in. Okay. I like that. I am going to be posting those. So if you missed them or if I was too fast for you, I will be posting those for sure. Oh, my stream signal got a little poor. Doubtful mean playing in the NFL. I know, Bookie, right? Like, it's like these teams are playing games with us. It's not like the NBA, at least. The NBA was the worst for that. NBA is truly the worst. Is my stream okay? Is it laggy? It says it's giving me a little notification that it seems like it's unstable. But, Chiefs, Rams, Dolphins, Vikes, bye week. Yeah, I mean, all those teams, those are big teams being on bye weeks. That's a lot of guys we target. No Jefferson, no Mahomes stuff, no Cooper Kupp or anybody. When's Puka coming back? Puka's got to be coming back soon. I'm just curious. When can he expect to play? When will Jonathan Brooks return? Yeah, all these questions I have. Here's a look at the most likely dates. October 20th. So we still got like at least a week or two left. So come back for, actually, this would be a good one to come back for. All those games actually would be good. But skip the Raiders game. Don't come back for the Raiders. Guys, if nobody has any other questions, I am about to hop off. I'm going to do a nice 38-minute stream. I've been producing tons of videos to the channel. I blew up the wrong thing here. I've been putting out a ton of videos on the channel. Do me a favor, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know you guys want these live videos. If nobody wants them, I'll just keep doing the static videos. But if these are helpful to you guys, if you guys enjoy them, I like chatting with you guys and hopping on. And you know, when chat's popping off and stuff, this is the best thing to do. This is way better than me sitting there making videos. So, but yeah, let me know. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys on the next video. And remember to bet smart and win more.